This is a content warning. All episodes of Mysteries Unknown may include foul language, fantasy violence, blood and gore, and worst thing of all, sexual content. Listener discretion is advised.
I'm just gonna let this one go. You just book it as they lunge at you, and you just move right out of the way as they just collided to each other. These two jocks that were lunging for you. You start booking it towards the bus. We'll cut back to Codi and Aidan real quick. What's going on with you guys?
Yeah, let Codi go first.
Considering she popped out as you were kind of herding people onto the bus, I guess she's going to kind of make sure that everybody coming on gets on. Kind of get back on the bus, everybody. But is Marcus heading toward the bus? And where's Aidan? My brain bird on where he is.
I'll say from the bus, you can't see at the moment if Marcus is running towards you or not.
Gotcha.
And Aidan is still focused on Victor outside the bus, so he would not. Aidan would be able to hear Marcus running, but wouldn't see him.
Yeah, we've got no visual on him. That's fine.
Yeah, and I'm literally right outside the bus, right?
Well, so no, because it's one of those as long as they hear you, somebody can account for you existing.
Yeah.
I couldn't see you as soon as you left my sign of vision, so I was just well, fuck, okay. She's gonna hop off the bus and grab Aidan's arm, just gentle tug, okay, come on, let's go now.
Oh, so you're trying to pull Aidan onto the bus?
Yeah, so she'll fully leave the bus for now, and just grab Aidan's arm, his elbow area, and just kind of tug him back toward the bus gently. She's not trying to yank him or anything, just a guided come on, let's go.
Aidan, does this pull your attention away from Victor for a second?
It doesn't, actually. I would say that
How dare you not pay attention to me?
Yeah, right? She would have to try and roll convince at this point, because Aidan is
oh no, if you don't move, you don't move.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would kind of be interesting to try to roll.
Oh, if you want me to, I can try.
Yeah, I mean, because we have help in her points, right?
It's a flat roll. I don't have anything really convincing.
All right, go ahead then.
And I'm using my hurt point on you.
Oh, well, thanks.
Yep, don't forget those help with hurt points. So yeah,
that's fine.
-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally have nothing for, which is funny because she has nothing for convincing people. She's a purely physical character, which is so funny to me.
Yeah. She doesn't use her words very much.
No, she's just pretty and people listen to her, right?
I love that.
7.
Okay. How do I want to roll this?
I guess it would be a convince roll on your end too, just on the opposite end of the spectrum, I guess. Convincing yourself to not listen to me?
I'd say this would be kind of like a makeshift face danger, to where he's trying to let it not distract him for what he's doing. So
yeah, no, that works. Yeah.
So just Aidan roll, make a flat face danger roll.
Yeah, for sure. Flats.
I'll roll because it's interesting for you.
Yeah. It's a cool little moment, right? It's just hey, get us. And I'm just
we need to get away from the danger now, Aidan, please.
Is it just 2d6, no plus or anything, or plus?
No plus or anything. Just make it flat for this one.
Okay, gotcha. Oh my god.
So you're still keeping your attention on Victor. Here's what's gonna happen. You froze his body. You didn't freeze his mind.
Yeah,
and
that's exactly what I was
all of a sudden, I'm going to say, Marcus, you catch up to you catch up to Codi and Aidan right by the bus as the jocks are trying to make their way. They're trying to make their way towards you, but they're still a ways behind. You all feel this immense and intense mental pressure, as it seems like Victor is mentally calling for reinforcements.
Okay, so upon feeling this, first of all, Aidan and Codi, you would see Marcus pogoing on his sword,
doing, 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 doing.
That's how it works in the game. You can pogo on it.
Yeah, no, he does. This is a real thing, guys.
Hey, jalapeno on a stick.
Oh my god.
So like, first you hear this very like tapping, and then you just see Marcus just like on this sword, pogoing around a corner.
Well, that's going in my notes.
That's a good in my notes.
It makes me think of the Cat Williams joke where he's talking about the Olympic runner that had no legs.
Oh, poor little Tink Tink.
And then it's like, poor little Tink Tink.
Oh no. That's literally Marcus right now. He's just like, hopping around.
Yeah, and
Me
then
in my notes. Until Marcus lost all cool points.
This is great. But yeah, like the whole reason why I didn't go with Codi to begin with is because like I'm kind of just like, all right, so like what's your game? Huh? Like, you know, I'm like trying to like talk to him while he's like locked in. It's like you can just get people to go to your bend to your will, you know what I mean? Like you can't do that kind of shit. And like I'm like having like a moment. Like I'm a little mad, you know, because like Aidan just saw him try to turn one of like
with that, Cody's probably stopped tugging you and is probably just like loosely holding onto your arm. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, like this is like almost kind of like the first time that you guys probably seen me like upset, because like I'm usually like kind of happy, I'm fun-go-lucky guy, you know. But like yeah. And then that's when I guess he would do like his mental burst, and you know we all kind of like hold our heads like, what the hell is that?
okay, so upon like feeling that mental burst that Marcus is still pogo, he's going to assume that has something to do with him, and Marcus is going to literally pogo onto this guy, like with the sword.
I hate it.
You're going to attack the frozen Victor as you're pogoing.
I
hate it here.
Nothing fatal.
You got.
Nothing fatal. Just like he's gonna literally like hit him, like land on him, and then like pin him like through his shoulder blade. So hit with all I've got. That's going to be cut anything, sleight of hand, calm mind, and stilts, because I'm actually on the sword. So sleight of hand, calm mind, stilts, cut anything. That's 2d6 plus 4. Good lord, that's a lot.
And I can't really activate any of your weakness tags, so you get to roll +4 for this one.
10.
All right, so
What is going on today?
hold on one second. I'm trying to look something up really quick. Give me a second.
The dice love us today.
Speak for yourself.
Oh no! It's
To
okay.
be fair, I flubbed the roll too.
Yeah, but not on that one twice.
True.
Okay, so
Did
I'm
you roll
just.
that one twice? I don't think so.
I rolled 2 1s at the beginning, remember?
Oh yeah, true.
All right, so you don't even have to pick. You just sleep, and you just. What you said? Your sword is going into his shoulder.
Literally shoulder blade and then like pinning him to the ground. Because it's like the weight of me falling from like a pretty high distance. So it's like.
So this, I will say this will release him from the frozen as your shoulder goes into his blade, and you like knock him over, pin him to the ground, and you just hear Victor go,
Gotta look at Aidan. How you doing?
he just passes, and Victor just passes out.
And I kind of like once the mental lock breaks, I kind of just like I shake my head as I sort of like come out of like almost a trance, and I'm just like.
You see Marcus standing on his sword handle, just like, hey, what's up?
And I kind of go like, where did everybody go? Like where did the students go?
I have no idea. I made a distraction. I'm assuming Cody's somewhere around.
And I look around and I see the bus. I'm like okay, all right. I try to.
I'm holding onto Aiden's arm. He can see me.
You what he rolled?
She's still lightly holding Aiden.
So I'm gonna say when Marcus does this too, like the jocks that were like trying to chase after him, they're like between the junk pile they were at and you all, they like stopped halfway and they're just standing there like frozen in place, not doing anything. As you three are just still like by this bus.
Also, one other thing too, as the sword like pierced him and the blood like came out, you literally see like the blood kind of creep up the blade.
Is it just drinking the blood out of it?
It's in him! Yeah, it's inside!
Oh no!
It's
like
You literally see this blood creeping up this sword, and as you see this, you also start to see the sword repair itself. So those rust spots, they were gone first. Now you see like the weather beatenness of it starting to fade away.
Their pieces.
It starts to like fill in. It starts to become like a full katana.
And you just hear the blade like say, "I guess it's supper time." I just imagine this blade being like Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors with the way it feeds on blood.
Yeah, you literally see this sword like repairing itself with this dude's blood. It's slow, but you can see it. Just slurping away.
So
I can't judge anybody's blood affinity.
Also, side note, this will be the first time you two are seeing this. You've never seen him unsheath this.
Oh yeah, no,
actual
trust me,
real sword.
it's in my notes.
Like,
I'm doing Cody's recap like a diary entry, so trust me, it's in there.
Okay, so are you all going to do anything else now?
Yeah, Cody will say the kids are on the bus, the ones that aren't, weird.
Okay, well.
Okay. All right.
We need to get out of here.
One of you should drive the bus, get them away from here.
And
But what do we do about him? And she gestures to Victor.
I should probably get off him. And Ark like gets down and like he still has the sword and he's like holding it in him just in case.
I more mean the fact that, and she gestures to the jocks, they were only doing anything because he was standing. As soon as you dropped him, they stopped.
I'm pretty sure Victor's got lost like a quart of blood at this point from this sword alone.
Marcus
Cody's not paying attention to that.
Marcus is like aware because he don't want him to die. He's like, okay, that should probably be enough. You see him like pull the sword out, and it's like now where was his like rusted out weather beaten katana?
Just like sit on him or something. Cody just like gestures. Just like sit on him so he doesn't get up.
Yeah, Marcus would like sit on him. He's like,
Okay, so I just realized I absolutely love this image that because you've been starving the sword, it looks old and rusted, but as it's fed, it just like
it
reforms. It repairs itself. I love that. That is just amazing. Kudos to you on that one. So
yeah, you now see this sword go from rusted out, weather beaten to like pristine, like fresh off the forge, like katana. It's like shining, glistening, like he just oiled it. It's like very reflective. It's like it's like new.
I am Michonne.
But yeah, once he sits on them, she's gonna kind of look a little bit concerned and be like, Victor did that. Gestures to the like poor nerd.
Yeah.
Can't just leave him here. I mean,
Can't leave him here, but like, where do we take him? What do we do with him?
Who else does this shit?
yeah, I don't know what to do, to be honest.
Wait.
I can't take him to the school.
So, as you all are having this conversation, you start to hear like bits and pieces from the junk piles, kind of like clink and clatter here and there. As you all look up, you see one head, then another, and another.
Junkyard Hydra.
No.
You see more people are now just climbing on top of these junk piles, surrounding you. And it's not just kids from high school, it's kids just from all over the city. And you can see just from the way the sun shines down on their heads, all these people's eyes are glossed over.
Oh, we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. Screw it. Let's just take the bus and drive out.
Alright, so you all three of you are getting on the bus?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, who's
Well,
driving?
I'm gonna head toward my car.
Okay. She said,
I'll drive the bus.
Yeah, whether it's through her compact or back through the hole, Cody's gonna go back to her car.
Well, you're completely surrounded right now, so you're going to have to try to break through everyone to get out of the junkyard to get to the car.
Yeah, I guess she'll try to travel back to her car then, because getting through them's not really gonna be her vibe.
Well, because remember, you didn't find any mirrors, so that's still applying, so I'm
I
trying
have
to
a
figure out...
compact, as well as the mirrors in the bus.
Oh, that's
all of that, my
right.
sword has healed itself and is very
And the sword out minimal, but that's creeping her out right now.
I would say the sword would not count because it's a relative human being, so I would not say you'd be able to travel through his Muramasa.
That's also incredibly creepy for her right now. No.
But yeah, I forgot you have the trunk mirror that you can use your key in the mirror first to open the trunk with and then pop out.
Exactly. Like I just But so I've
This is
got
gonna
my.
This is gonna be a take the risk though on your part to try to do that.
Oh,
you're
for sure.
Well, are Aidan and Marcus still getting on the bus?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're waiting.
because I'll be driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to drive it, and Marcus needs to at least protect them. That's Cody's mentality right now. She's not a fighter. She knows damn well she can't help. They need to. So I've got my negated travel through reflective with my bloody handprints. And then I think I'm just gonna use my car, like the tag of my car. So that'll be the crew tag.
Okay, what crew theme are you using again?
Just my car. We just have one that is just Cody's car.
And which was the tag that you negated?
My travel through reflective surfaces because of the bloody handprints one.
And what was there was another tag I think I'm missing. What was that?
I didn't say any others, just those.
Oh, so it's just +1 then.
Yeah, there's just those.
Okay. All right, +1.
Because like we had said, realistically right now, there is no confidence. Dice rollies, come here. Discord, keep up. Thank you. Please let me leave. Damn it!
So I'll say as you start to do this, just one of the jocks from the group that was chasing you lunges forward, and he tackles you to the ground, knocking the compact out of your hand.
Yeah, scream, the clatter of the compact scattering across the ground.
No,
Yes.
all thing is Marcus would like react immediately. He would cut this dude.
Okay, so go toe to toe then on the guy for Marcus.
Okay, so
And while you're doing that, Aidan, you said you're going to drive the bus.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be like, super worried. I'm gonna be like, but I see that Marcus, has it under control, and I
Are you
sort of
gonna-
nod to him and be careful,
Are you going to try to start it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and start the bus. Oh God, please.
So while that's happening with Aidan, all right, what are your rolls, Marcus?
cut anything, sleight of hand, calm mind.
I'm gonna activate. No, I'm not. I'll activate Bloodlust again. So +2.
Okay. 7.
Okay, so achieve your goal, get him good, block dodge counter.
Get him good. You don't touch my friends. Like Marcus is going for like a full on like he's slicing this dude like almost in half.
Yeah. So yeah, you just slice him really good across the chest as and not just knock and just send him flying off of Codi at the same time as you do this, as almost like World War Z. All these people start coming down the junkyard piles to come at the bus.
All right, we need to go. And again, more of the blood gets absorbed into the sword. And this time, you notice their sword has a slight glow around the
No,
image.
she hates it. She hates it. She hates it. It's creepy. I travel through mirrors. Sure, I leave blood behind, but that thing's drinking it and being strange. Thankfully, she can't hear it talk, or maybe she'd feel worse.
All right, so
But
Codi,
no, she'll hold on to him to get up, and she'll go with him.
so you both get on the bus. I assume Aidan just closes the door behind them as soon as they get on. You all get on.
Yep. We're getting ready to get out.
And this bus is just not wanting to start.
And I'm kind of just like, I'm like hitting the wheel, like, why won't this stupid thing start? What's going on?
And they're starting to gather around the bus, and you feel kind of shaking. But all of a sudden, you hear in the distance a crash as the gate is open, and a car speeds into the center with you all. Codi, what does Butler Jeeves' car look like?
Oh my god!
Oh, no way, dude.
Jeez!
My God.
Oh, Lord.
I feel like Marcus goes like, yo, it's a G.
Hold on. I have an idea. For the sake of hilarity and the fact that it feels really fitting that her father would like collect collectible vehicles. So we're gonna do this one and then just imagine it probably has some sort of like armored front end type deal.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Bonus if
oh my
you know
gosh.
what that car is.
Wait, hold on.
But just imagine like that front grill is probably put out a little bit more, like the little bar probably put out a bit further.
So it's not necessarily his car, but
Hell yeah, it is!
drives.
It's the A-team car.
It's probably a collector's vehicle that he knew was going to take a good beating if it needed to.
You just see as Butler Jeeves just barrels through some of these people
with the A-team van, by the way.
It's like the car stops, he crawls into the back. Next thing you know, the side door opens, and he's still in his butler outfit, carrying one of those large, sleek, silver Men in Black type weapons. Just
oh my gosh, dude. Okay, all right. This might be my new favorite non-player character.
It's like, and you just hear him yell, "Ma'am, Cody, get your friends out of here!" And he points a gun, and when he shoots, it's not like a fire, it's not like a bullet being shot, it's like a pop of air, and you see purple mist shoot out from the gun and hits the students. And as soon as it hits like a couple of them, you see the glasses removed from their eyes, and they just collapse to the ground, passed out. Just.
Okay, so in that case, can we then corral the students that are in the bus onto the van? Like, is there enough space for like all of us? Would you say?
Well, I was gonna say you turned the key a final time.
Just in the nick of time.
Yes. Okay, we're getting out of here. All right. And I just sort of like floor it. You turn the bus to head in the direction to the out of the junkyard.
Okay. I need Aidan to roll face danger, and I'm giving you a +2 for the bus.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What could I use here?
+2 for the bus, -1 for the group of zombies. So you're starting at a +1 right now.
Gotcha.
Well, not zombies, the infected students.
Okay. I'm gonna use well-intentioned dude, and commitment and dedication. You tell me if that works.
That is hella dedication. I'm not gonna lie on that one.
+3.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
As you just see Jeeves just going to town on this group of infected students. They're trying to like just purple mist just shooting all over the place out of his gun that he's holding.
11.
Oh yeah, you just monster truck style just spin the bus around. And you hit some of the students, point it, and you just perfectly break it right in front of the entrance and just boom.
Well, I don't want to hit any students with the car. if I could at all help it.
You're in a bus and you're surrounded by people. There's no way you're getting out of that one.
All right, well, I'll take it. I'm like, whoa!
You're not killing anyone. You're just like setting up flying and just hitting them.
Okay, yeah. I'm just knocking him away. You know, just
sorry.
Little love tap. Yeah, exactly. I yell at him, oh my god, I'm sorry. And
the himbo has been reactivated.
Yeah. And I turn to Cody, like as we're like flooring it. I'm just like, is he gonna be all right?
As soon as you ask that, you hear a loud boom as just purple smoke just rises up from the center of the junkyard.
And I'm gonna be like, yeah, no, he's gonna be all right.
Maybe, probably, more than likely. It's fine.
Yeah, and
you all like just got out of the junkyard as this purple smoke just boosh. And I'm assuming you're gonna stop at Cody's car.
Yeah.
She'll slip out to get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Marcus and Cody get out, because I'm assuming that I'm gonna have to drive them back to like the school, and then maybe they could.
Oh, the bus was just an old abandoned bus they were using. It didn't belong to the school or anything.
Well, no, I think he's more thinking about where to bring the actual students to.
Right, like it's like the one spot.
It's a universal. You guys know here, so we're gonna drop you off here.
So I'll say, as you, Marcus, and Cody are getting off the bus to get to the car, you see the van that Jeeves drives just kind of slowly pull up behind you. And Jeeves gets out of the car. There's not a scratch on his butler suit as he's just straightening it out, like, Sir Marcus, Madam Codi, I'm glad, and Sir Aidan, he yells, waving at you, Aidan, in the bus.
I sort of like wave to him, just like, holy shit, that was kind of badass. Like,
You should run over and give him a hug.
And he hugs you back, and he's like, don't you know that whenever you need something, you always ask Jeeves.
oh my god.
I hate it here.
I love
I
it.
love it here.
I hate it.
That's great. That's great.
And I'll say, like, you can like see through like the driver's seat window a little bit. You all can just for flavor, you all see a purple, not purple, a gray trench coat with a matching gray fedora in his passenger seat.
Just in case, you know.
Gotcha. Yeah.
He doesn't have that weaponry for no reason. So, how long does this hug last? I just assume because just like
It's just a quick
hugging
little,
him.
like, yeah, it's a quick little, oh my god, thank you, but she'll let him go. It's an appreciation hug.
Yeah, so I'm basically gonna tell them like, okay, I'm gonna see if I can even like the dollar sun coffee shop.
The sun dollar? Was it
Sun
sun dollar?
dollar. There we go.
That's $1.
Sun dollar. Got it mixed up.
Dollar bills.
Yeah, exactly. I can just drop them
No,
off.
it's okay.
at the
I only remember it because I think the sun dollar is a like little shell you can find on beaches.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think that's the only reason why I'm remembering.
Hell yeah. So yeah, I'll just I'll tell them like, okay, you guys, I guess we meet up we can go back to Cody's, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get these guys back to the Sun Dollar, and yeah.
Before you all leave, Jeeves turns to Marcus and looks at you too, Adam, and he's just like, despite what Mr. Hollowell's feelings may be for you gentlemen, I, for one, am very appreciative that you are in Madame Cody's life.
Who's Adam? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you call me Adam, but we know what you mean.
Aiden, sorry.
Yeah, no, we know what you mean. It's
You're
okay.
you're Adam in our hearts.
Yeah. I look like an Adam, kind of.
But yeah, Cody kind of
so-
like gently turns pink at the cheeks and is just gonna get into the driver's seat. Like, okay, bye.
And I sort of give him like a little like nod of respect, like, thanks, Jeeves. You know?
Of course, you gotta dap him up, like.
Yeah, and Marcus is just like, my guy.
When you say dab up, you mean like a high five kind of deal? Or
Yeah, like the handshake, like the cool handshake where you slide your hands, like you slide your palms and then lock it in. You know?
Yeah, you like, yeah, you dap him up.
he dabs you perfectly right back.
Oh, hell yes!
Remember, whenever you need something, always ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves. Yes.
And then that he would like hop in the passenger seat with Cody.
Yeah.
I gotta say, just side note, you have no idea how long
Oh,
since y'all brought up that his name was Jeeves in the last session. I've been planning that.
You were planning that out. I had a feeling like something's gonna happen, and like he's gonna come in. He's gonna be like, "Remember, ask Jeeves."
This was my version of the butler knows all.
it was either going to be him saving our lives, or we were going to have this incredible conundrum that we couldn't figure out, and he was just going to have all the answers for.
I love it.
Oh,
I love it.
yes.
That was good.
Either one would have worked, and this is amazing.
Love this character.
All right, so what's the game plan now?
So-
Cody is going to drive back to her place with Marcus, and she's kind of quiet the whole time, and hopefully Aidan will get the kids to the Sun Dollar or wherever he's taking them safely.
I'll say it's getting close to early evening now by this time, probably when all this happening.
No, for sure.
And so, Aiden, where are you taking the kids to?
I'm taking them to the Sun Dollar, and like as I'm there, like what's the vibe on the bus right now? Like what are the students?
Old, gringy, dense all over. Like there's like if there was any writing on the if there was any writing for what tool it was for on the bus, it's not there anymore. So
I think he means how the students are feeling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or like yeah.
they're all pretty shaken up by what just happened. So
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fair.
So I'm
That's
gonna
to
try
be like assumed.
yeah. So Aidan being the the good guy that he is gonna try to like, give them a pep talk while we're driving on the bus. And the whole deal is like, what Victor said was only half true, right? It's like you don't have to, believe in who's better than who, and everyone is like special in their own right, whether you like nerd shit or whether you're like on the art committee, you know what I mean? Like he's like trying to like uplift them a little bit, just so that he could bring up the mood, because that's just the kind of guy Aidan is. He's trying to help out the students.
Yeah, and I'll just say this is kind of naturally part of like who you are and how you act. You see, like through the mirror, like some of the students' faces kind of just light up a little bit more as they're trying to just they're kind of calming down and kind of recollecting themselves.
Yeah.
Like there's comfort in your words.
Hell yeah, that's Aidan.
So you drop off the kids at $1. First off, what are you going to do? How are you getting rid of the bus? And then what are you going to do next?
That's a good question.
Just GTA style, go right it off into the ocean.
Dumb ways to die.
The brick under the
How far is Cody's place from the $1?
I think we said like an hour or so.
Ooh, that's a long way. I mean, I could just like public transit it, Like once I get there, I park the bus, You can
also just text me and I can come get you.
Oh yeah, sure. What is this like? Oh yeah, I do have Cody's number. Like I'm at the bus stop.
There is someone you could ask.
There's that too. Jeeves is driving.
Yeah, true. Wait, Jeeves isn't there.
Here's the funny thing I'm going to say. By the time Cody and Marcus arrive back at our house, Jeeves is already back there waiting for them.
Just like tea and like I don't know, refreshments. It's just like, damn, this guy's
that is a
good ass butler.
Yeah, we can absolutely go settle in the kitchen again.
But yeah, so essentially what I'm doing is like, I get to the $1. I, drop the students off. They know how to get home from there. I sort of text Cody to be like, hey, so I'm at the $1. You can come pick me up now.
Yeah, she'll have Jeeves pick him up because it'll make Aidan happy if it's Jeeves.
Yeah.
So I'll say Jeeves picks you up. I'll say it's not the van. I'll say it's like a sleek black car that he just picks you up in. And as you get in and start driving away, you see as another car pulls up behind you next to the bus, and like two people wearing gray trench coats with matching fedoras. One gets on the bus, and they both drive away with the bus. And Jesus is just like, don't worry. Jesus is just like, don't worry about that. I had to call in a favor from some old friends.
Jeeves is Secret Service, guys. I'm scared.
I fucking love Jeeves. This is great.
I'm trying to figure out if you guys actually figured it out yet about Jeeves.
Well,
no, I know. Yeah, he's what do they call it? He said it was men in gray.
He's a retired gatekeeper.
Oh, geez,
he's
okay.
Retired.
The gray trench coat and matching fedora were supposed to be basically the dead giveaways.
Oh, see, that's the one thing that I haven't really gotten into in City of Mist for storyline stuff, so I didn't know. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that the gun could shoot out mist, and that he had like basically a mist grenade.
Oh, it all makes sense now.
Yeah, they're really cool.
I'm a little behind everybody apparently in my brain.
They're essentially like the Men in Black, right? Like they like act in secret, and
yeah,
it's really cool. And there's like a whole storyline, and it's really cool, super cool.
They don't have rift powers, but they know about rifts. So
yeah. No, I've like used them. I've just never actually done research into them.
Oh, I love them, and I've used them so many times. And every time, and like I said, you all brought up Jesus. I'm like, I'm going to do something with this guy.
Yeah, no, that's amazing, and I like that Codi has no idea, and it makes me happy she has no idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So I guess Cody and Marcus are waiting in the kitchen by the time Jeeves and Aidan walk back into the house.
Yeah.
Yep, and I'm like exhausted. I'm like I'm physically and mentally just completely done with the day. I walk in and I sort of like plop down at whatever table or chair there is.
Does everyone plan to spend the night again at Cody's house?
I like the idea of it.
I would imagine.
Does Marcus message his parents to let him know?
Yes.
You get a text back from your dad saying, "Remember my saying, son."
Oh no.
He was like, he deletes it immediately because knowing that Cody grabbed his phone and like, nope, she
He's like preemptively protecting his text messages now.
like, nope, Joe need to see that.
It's okay, just tell him my house has 1 million rooms. We don't need to share one.
It's funny. There's just a voice of Marcus's dad in the back of his head that goes, "Don't be silly. Wrap your willy."
Love it.
All right.
At least it wasn't speakerphone.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So what do y'all want? Okay, so I assume what do y'all want them to make you for dinner as you all are sitting now in this kitchen?
Marcus isn't a picky eater.
Comfort foods, because holy shit, that was stressful.
Yeah. It's all comfort foods like fried chicken, rice.
Hell yeah.
What do we say? Alice, the butch,
Alex the butch chef with the tattoos.
the former line cook that makes like the best food around, basically.
Yep.
Like we want some like southern comfort food because
Hell yeah.
Like
There's a bone-in and boneless fried chicken.
Oh, perfect.
There's grits. There's some like homemade French fries.
oh my
Oh.
god,
Perfect.
hash browns. Oh my god, dude.
Definitely some hash browns. Maybe some coleslaw.
I'm hungry. I didn't have breakfast. I didn't eat at all today, guys.
Green
I'm sorry.
beans.
I've been gently and quietly eating soup throughout this whole thing, so I'm good right now.
So I love that we're going this vibe. So in Arkansas, there's a restaurant called the Matinee Inn, and it is they serve one meal. It's a Southern meal. You get endless amounts of it the entire time you're there.
Oh, that's amazing.
Chicken, coleslaw, green beans, bread with apple butter, mashed potatoes and gravy.
Can we just say that that's what we get? Like,
Yeah, that's what we
we're
got.
saying.
yeah.
No,
yeah.
that's just what we're.
I'm not a fan of coleslaw or grits, but give me everything else. Everything.
And Alice, do you like say that out loud as Cody?
Well, she would know Cody's interests by then, but
Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah, so she makes stuff for the boys, and then she makes like the stuff that you also like. She knows that you'll like too.
yeah, it's
So-
only those two that she's not fond of. Everything else is delicious.
And like, and then like she remembers me, so she brings out like
You get everything.
a bigger plate for me. It's almost like a separate like she almost makes like a separate dinner, like just for
I think it's like one of those giant nacho serving plates.
Yeah,
it looks like.
the big silver tray, just plop.
yeah.
She likes him the most because he eats more of her food.
Yeah.
And she just rubs the top of his head like he was a golden retriver.
Good
And I just eat like like while she's like patting my head, I'm just like stuffing my face like Goku. Like,
So yeah, she rubs Marcus's hair. No, not Marcus's hair, Aidan's hair. She pats Marcus, she rubs Marcus's back too, and then she just gives Cody a quick little side hug before going back to work.
Yeah, Cody's all going it. But she's gonna kind of look at Marcus and be like, thanks, by the way.
Oh, no problem. But yeah, as you can see, that's why I don't usually take this thing out. It's weird.
Small nods as you talk. Like,
and like Aidan goes like while he's like his mouth is like full, he's just like, yeah, that was really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know that sword was like did it like fix itself or grabs water, chugs it down, like did it like fix itself or like what is the deal with that? Genuine inquiry while he's like satiating his endless hunger.
Marcus is like, yeah, so it eats people.
And I sort of stop eating for a second. I'm like big gulp. It
Like-
does what? Like,
I have to picture this. Does Aidan stop mid bite or right before the bite?
right before the bite. Like this is like
Just
It
like
does
fork in
bite.
hand, and does the fork like just clatter onto the little plate? Just
he kind of holds it there. He doesn't drop it because like he's not going back. He doesn't want to go back again. He's gonna eat this bite, but he just needs to like figure out like it does what. Like,
Yeah, it eats people. So, well, I never thought I'd be telling this story to anybody. Back when I was still practicing my martial arts, someone broke into the dojo where I trained at. And I tried to stop them with the wooden sword, and he kind of pats that on his hip. But it didn't work. This person got right back up and just started moving. They were relentless. I didn't want to hurt them, but I also had to defend myself. The sword, and he points it on his back, is one that was just kind of in the dojo. My sensei, it was his. I picked it up. I remember the room going very cold. I cut this person clean in two. And the rest is kind of history. And you all were probably like, it's been like years since this has happened, but you would vaguely remember hearing a story of like, oh yeah, like local like dojo gets broken into, like student defends himself kind of thing.
Yeah, and I guess we kind of like put it together and was just like, wait, that was you?
Yeah, that was me.
I want to have some fun with that for a second, if everyone's okay with that.
I'm cool with it.
I'm cool.
So you're saying this story, Marcus. Your mind, the scene changes, almost like flashback type move. We cut to. How young were you probably when this happened?
Let's see, Marcus is a junior now, so he's probably like 17, so this would have probably been around like freshman years, or we're talking maybe like 13-ish, 12, 13?
14, 15 for freshman years.
Okay, 14, 15.
Would he have had the dreads then still?
They wouldn't have been as long, but yes.
So we just see kind of like a smaller version of you. You're kind of like by this ambulance after like the cops show up. And they're just kind of like, there's like police tape around. They're investigating everything. There's like a nice ambulance lady just kind of making sure you're okay and stuff. Then another car pulls up. And you see a man step out. And as you remember this memory, you recognize this man as not retired at the time. Jeeves walks up to you and bends down, and he gives you like, he just kind of places a hand on your knees like, it's a good thing you're okay, son. Now, would you mind telling me what happened in there?
This guy, he broke into the dojo. I don't know why or what he wanted. I tried to reason with him, and he just kept coming after me. He was relentless. He didn't want to stop. I had to defend myself. I tried to use my practice sword on him, and I remember hitting him in the head, and he fell down. Then a few seconds later, he got right back up as if he was never hit. I can't explain it. As
soon as you say that, you see a Jeeves look over at the other guy that's with him, and they're again both in gray trench coats, matching fedoras, and you see he nods at the other man. The other man goes inside to look at the scene, and he turns back to you and he's like, anything else you can share with me?
Again, I just kept trying to warn him, get him to leave. He wouldn't listen. He was almost like he was possessed. I just remember grabbing my sensei's sword off of the wall and threatening to use it. Next thing I know, he charges me, and I cut him. But when I cut him, that's where it all goes blank. Next thing I know, he's on the ground in two, and there's no blood left. Am I in trouble for killing him?
Hi, Marcus. We'd like to talk to you about the SCP Foundation.
Is the sword still with you at this moment in this time?
At this one time, I would imagine it's still in, because it's like a crime scene, it would be in the dojo. And again, like Marcus said, you look at this guy's body, it's in half, like he's bifurcated. I think I'm saying that word right. So it's like his legs are separated from
Bisected.
Bisected. Thank you. Bifurcated.
You're welcome.
And As soon as the man was about to answer your question about if you're in trouble or anything, the other one comes back. He whispers something in Jeeves' ear, and Jeeves just nods him and he smiles. He looks like he would smile, just patchily again. It's like, you're not in trouble, son. Not at all. Just making sure, just looking out for the people of this city. We'll be in touch if we need anything. And he just walks away. And for a moment, there's a moment where you're like, who was that guy I was just talking to? Because as soon as he was there, you forget that he was. And then we just kind of come back to where we are now.
That's awesome. That's super awesome. If that was like all just like impromptu, that was really good. I couldn't lie.
As soon as he said that, I'm like, I have to do something with this. This is just too good to pass up on for a scene. So I hope I did well by Marcus on that.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
All right. So yeah, you're sharing this story. That scene's kind of flashbacking while you're saying everything. What are y'all talking about now?
See, and then Aidan finishes his first plate, and he finally puts his fork down, and he's just like, see, the thing I don't understand is, right? One of the students said that there was Victor and his sister, but we didn't see her anywhere. Now, sure, we got Victor, but we didn't bring him with us. So, like, what's gonna happen now?
His sister will probably come get him, or he'll wake up and go back to his weird zombie.
I mean,
Can't let him keep doing that.
the sword was in him for a while, so he lost a lot of blood. So he won't be up and active immediately, I gotta imagine.
No, but hospitals exist.
True.
And we didn't get much information out of him other than we saw what he can do. We saw that he's the one turning them. Now we know that for sure, but
Yeah, we saw we're not the only people who can do shit.
To be fair, and he looks at Codi and says, your old man did say he just wanted us to figure out who was doing this. We could just tell him.
that is true. But like, I kind of want to do something about it too, but we're way in over our heads with this one. Did you see how many people were there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what we could do, Marcus is right, we could just go to Principal Hollowell and, like, just tell him who it is, but I don't know how he's going to handle that.
I have to. What's Cody's reaction to her dad's name being mentioned?
She just kind of like a twitch at the corner of her lip, like, meh. But not much more. But she kind of sighs and nods and says, I mean, at least then we've done what he wants.
Yes, that is that was the goal here. Yeah, let's go to him. Let's let him know what happened. And, well, here's the thing. I guess we can't tell him everything that happened, but we can tell him who's, like, a part of it.
Yeah, we can just say that we saw him with the missing students.
Yeah. Okay. But we have to keep an eye on... also, side question, does Victor's sister go to our school?
So, as far as you both know, the Changs do attend your school.
They do. Okay.
Yes.
As far as we know.
But
okay.
I will say, you all see Victor a lot more than you see Veronica, which is his sister's name.
Right.
So that's probably the next person who we have to get some info on. You know, we have to figure out why we rarely see her, because we know that they both attend, like, classes, but, like, we only see Victor most of the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so plan of action tomorrow. We go tell Principal Hollowell about Victor, and I guess we try to get more info on Veronica. But we did good today. We did a good thing, okay? We stopped any more students from getting hurt. We figured out... For now. But, silver lining, okay? We're actually doing it! We're doing the investigator thing. This is great! Jeeves
She lets out a small laugh, like, oh my goodness.
Jeeves is super cool, and we have food! Guys, relax. It's gonna be fine. And I ask I asked the chef to hit me with another plate.
Cody just giggles.
So I'll say you all hang out, eat some more for a while, just shoot the shit and all that. Eventually, you all go back to your respective rooms and go back to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, same rooms as usual, like before. So, still got the ocean-themed one for Aidan, the samurai-themed one for Marcus, and then Cody's room, just being for Cody. And
You know what? Just for like funnies, I say that this is the first time that Aidan, like Aidan is like in bed and like he's kind of just looking around and he's just like, wait a second. I didn't know this room was ocean themed.
That's right, because you walked in and just immediately face planted last
Yeah,
time.
so like he's only just realizing that it's ocean themed.
that was coming back to him after
I only
days
saw the
had, so-
painting last time. This is new.
Yeah, I saw the painting and it's kind of like clicking together. Like, oh, you know what? Like,
And I still like the idea that the house itself is a rift, that the room's just changed to whatever that it fits that person narratively. So
Yeah.
that's cool. But he's just like,
I don't think
dumb.
Cody would know that for sure, though. But I
Oh,
like to imagine
absolutely
the
not,
house.
because her room's made for her. Why
Yeah.
would she know? This room's been her room for as long as she can remember.
That's cool. I like that.
End of part 2. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Mysteries Unknown podcast. The background music you hear is from the official CMS soundtracks made by Son of Oak Studios. The content warning at the beginning was done by Ryan Bravo of Odd Loot. Any other characters and content mentioned on here belong to the rightful creators and owners. My name is Hunter the MC, and join me next time as we investigate the City of Mist.